I went to Vietnam for the first time in my life, and I went to Hanoi.
Raining.
And in this video, I'm going to be showing you my solo adventures and my first day in Hanoi. And I'll take you to everywhere that I went, including this really cool coffee shop, around the city, to the lake, and also to some restaurants. So let's get into the video. So I met these two guys coincidentally in Bali a week before we were all leaving, and we realized we were on the same flight. So we just decided to share a taxi and also help each other out on our way to Hanoi, and maybe even have like a dinner here or there when we're in the city. They're gonna go for 2 days to Halong Bay on a cruise, and I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna be exploring the city by myself for the first couple of days.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty excited to leave Bali.
I got some breakfast at my hostel, which actually had pho for breakfast, which is actually what they eat in Vietnam for breakfast and for dinner, I think. And I also had some coffee, and I met a German friend while I was eating because I woke up super late because we got there around 12 a.m. and we had a quick pho already the night before actually. So this is actually my second pho.
I really like this hostel so far. I didn't do much research. I just wanted to live in the old quarters, so I just picked this hostel.
Show you, and now see, you're staying here.
Yeah.
You can just go out and keep going.
So it's like 1 p.m. and I'm just ready to go out into Hanoi. Today's my first day into the city, and I'm gonna take it slow today because I just got COVID and recovered within 2 days, and today's basically yesterday was the first day I felt fine, but I did a 10-hour travel day, and then I felt super exhausted at the end of the day. So today I'm just gonna take it slow, go to a coffee shop, explore the egg coffee. I just got some recommendations for the cafe to go to get egg coffee, and that's something I really want to try. And I also have a bunch of work to do because I obviously haven't worked for the past few days because I've been so sick. And yeah, I'll take you guys along with me on this journey. And so far I really like the city. This is the old quarter, and it feels really nice to be in a new place because I've been in Bali for 3 months, and yeah, this place seems like there's a lot more culture because people here in Vietnam, they don't speak much English. I feel like there's a lot of things to discover, so I'm pretty excited. And I separated from the two guys that I was traveling with because they're going on a Halong Bay tour today, and I didn't sign up for that, so I'm just gonna do some chill adventures inside walkable distance and see how my body takes it.
Later I picture for you. You know, your own shirt.
Yeah. Wait, how much is it?
You go tour.
How much is the tour?
Tour yeah.
How much?
You 200 Vietnam dong.
200 dong? Oh. Wait. How much is
I
that?
picture for you.
So just now the guy really tried to sell me on giving me a tour in one of those little carts, but that's not my plan today. And it's raining, but like it's really hot, so it's not that bad. I'm gonna walk to the egg cafe now. So that's the cafe that I want to go to, and I just have to figure out how to cross the street.
So this is an example of a really old shop, and there's quite a lot of these in Hanoi where you have to go in an alley into the first floor, and there's these little tiny chairs on the bottom where you get to take a seat, but it's not really one of those cafes where you can do work. So I brought my laptop and I was ready to work, and then I realized that people really just come here to socialize and get a coffee and quickly go out and find another place to work, because these old coffee shops are not meant for people to really work.
Definitely can't go too fast today because just that walk itself, I'm already a little bit nauseous. I get kind of dizzy if I do too much strenuous activity. And last night we had like a whole trip. Basically it took 10 hours in total. I'm still feeling a little headachy today. I'm sweating a lot in here even though there's AC. I'm gonna do a bit of work.
My egg coffee is here. Yum. Wait, how do you do this? Do you just like... Okay. Apparently I just stir it. Good thing I didn't have any eggs today.
Taste test. Wow, it's really thick. You can really taste the egg in here. I can't really taste the coffee though because it's so sweet. I got a mustache. Just tastes like really sweet and creamy coffee.
So I found this banh mi shop. It's literally the first banh mi shop that I've seen in Vietnam, so I had to go and get myself my first banh mi ever in Vietnam. And this is a place where I could actually work because there was AC and there were tables and a good view of the city. So I did a few hours of work here while enjoying my banh mi for the first time in Vietnam. The banh mi I had was super crispy, but it didn't really live up to my expectations because in Vancouver I had amazing banh mi and it was like a lemongrass chicken banh mi that I'll never forget because it's so good that I had a really high standard for Vietnamese banh mi.
Still feeling kind of dizzy, so I got myself some watermelon juice. Okay, so I'm on my way to the Note Cafe and I just happened to pass by this beautiful lake and I'm kind of in the city center, and just now I didn't really know how to cross the road, so these two white ladies started crossing and holding their hand out and I just followed them and that's how I ended up crossing the road just now. So now I know how to cross the road. I just have to put my hand up and then start walking, and then that will make the cars aware.
The biggest reason that I really wanted to go to a cafe is because it was just so insanely hot that I was not used to being outside for that long. Even though I just was in the banh mi shop, I really needed AC again. And when I got to this cafe, there wasn't AC on the first 3 floors, but it was so cool to see this entire coffee shop covered with post-it notes from all over the world. And I was just reading these funny letters and notes from people from Germany, even Vancouver, Canada, and US, and all over the world basically. And you could basically spend hours here if you wanted to, and you would still be entertained by these notes. But eventually, I found my way to the 4th floor, where there was actually AC, and there was also a good view.
Enjoy.
Keep on traveling. Do some main character shit. Don't be scared to be alone. Wow, these are all very relevant to me right now. I just got the Vietnamese coffee with condensed milk and it's super sweet. Maybe I didn't stir it properly, so let me try it again. It's
still insanely sweet.
If you grab a seat by the window, you can actually see the lake that I was just at. Hanoi is such a beautiful city, yet at the same time there's so much going on, and this is already still kind of close to the old quarters, but it's away from all the hustle and bustle of the city, and it's a little bit more calm. And here I was able to get a little bit of a getaway and have some time to think for myself.
What do you recommend to do in Hanoi?
People come to Hanoi usually they try our traditional food. Yeah. Have you tried pho, chow, maple?
I tried pho two times, and then I tried the banh mi. So you recommend gongcha?
Yeah.
Which restaurant?
I know there are so many famous restaurants. If you didn't find it on the Google Maps, there are so many information for you.
Do you think I should do the Halong Bay?
Oh, of course, that's the must-go place. I just
Must
eat.
go.
Must go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just in Hanoi last weekend.
So I told the German friend that I just met this morning at the hostel that I was at the note cafe, and he came and joined me, and I told him that we should probably put our own notes up since we're only here for a day or two. So we started writing our own notes, and we eventually put them up on the wall. So if you ever go there, maybe you can see my note there. After chilling in the note cafe for like 3 or 4 hours, I eventually went back to the lake to show my German friend around the lake. We were just walking around the lake, which is a really nice thing to do because it's away from all of the city life and you get to enjoy a bit of nature. And there were a lot of locals walking around this lake as well. But we stumbled upon this iconic temple and it was so nice, and we just bought an entrance ticket for like 20,000 or 30,000 dong. And then we got to see everything inside of this temple. There was a lot of Chinese influence because I saw a lot of Chinese characters, and I was surprised because I understand Chinese and I know how to read and write in Mandarin, but I didn't know that Vietnam had so much influence from the Chinese people, which probably makes sense since they were right across the border, and the Chinese actually occupied Vietnam for a long time, so that's when they brought their culture, their temples, and the language over to Vietnam. So one of my friends recommended me this place called Bombo Nambo, and they had amazing dish, and they only really served this one dish here with the soup on the side, and it was just so good. It was like a grilled pork on top of a vermicelli, and it was also like a salad inside, and it was a cold kind of dish, but it was just one of the best things I've had in Vietnam.
This is so pretty too. Oh my god, everything is so pretty in Vietnam.
So don't ask ask me why, but I was on a mission to buy this best selfie stick I could find,
so
and there was
useful.
a
Oh
lot
my
of shops
God.
that
I need
sold
to buy
them.
this
So
stick.
I did a lot of bargaining, and eventually I bought myself a selfie stick, and I was able to take some pretty good videos with them because I felt like it was more professional with a selfie stick, and eventually I'll be able to use it in my future videos. After a very fun and adventurous day, I discovered so much about Hanoi, and I'm so excited to see all of the attractions. Actually, there's so many on my list that I still haven't seen yet. So in my next video, I'll be going over my second day in Hanoi, where I go to a lot of the very popular attractions. So today, for now, I'm just gonna go back and get some good sleep because I've been talking about how exhausted I've been for the whole day now. So I'll see you guys in the next video.